Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Friday, May 21st, 2021. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES right now. You'll notice the previous session, a big push higher where price actually rallied just shy of the April 28th FOMC key level of 41.7675. Today's high right now is 73 quarters. And currently seeing just a little push beyond the previous session's high. It's been mostly range bound and overnight and pre-market trading. Right now, a very narrow range of just 30% of average range. You can see right here, 30% of average range, 21 points of range right now. It's been averaging 70 on a 10-day basis and 56.85 on a 5-day basis. So you can see that right now, price very quiet trading range action, very clear that this market not really doing a whole lot at the moment. However, we do have this zone to watch. The previous month's close price going to be the level to watch here today. If price can't really get back above that level, do we fill back in the range a bit and continue to trade inside of this range? So right now we do have a compression here that's developing. We still remain in an upward trending phase here, which suggests more overall strength ahead. But as I mentioned before, even if we were to drop one more time into this area, it could still provide a tremendous opportunity to push it back toward new highs and beyond. Alright, let's take a look here at the NQ. You'll see with the NQ right now, this one is only trading 19% of average range right now. So this range in pre-market trading super narrow here as the market continues to just mostly trade sideways at the highs of the recent move. Typically speaking, you may see a fade after trend day. So the previous session, a big trend day up, and if price is going to hold a narrow range at these highs right here, any failure to hold the previous close of 13.49 quarters could open up a return back to the previous session's midpoint there, maybe even below that. So one thing to keep an eye on for both the ES and the NQ here, any failure at the previous close could begin to open up a return back to the previous mid. Overall, again, very similar to the ES, this one remains in a very good uptrending channel, very good uptrending market overall. We have seen a clear counter trend move here for the better part of 3 to 4 weeks, and now any ability to get back above 13.6 will open up a continuation toward new highs. We could be looking at a rally as high as 15K, which is a key range target down the way. So right here, keeping an eye on seeing how this thing plays out, but generally speaking, bulls want to keep price bid at 13.3 until proven otherwise. Alright, let's take a look now at crude oil. Crude right now up 2% here today. This one higher range than the others. I mean, NQ's trading 19% of ADR, ES at 30%. Crude oil is already at 75+% of average range. High range day here for the most part today. It's been averaging over 2 points per day. Right now we're at $1.65, so we still have some potential upside that could be seen. The only thing is we're kind of at a near-term resistance level, 63.25. It's also previous support, so this is going to be a level to watch here early. If price can get through 63.25s, it starts to open up a bit more upside. Again, this market here, if it has found a strong low, perhaps we bounce back to the midpoint and get ourselves a new key range. That midpoint right there would come into play at about 64.29. So 64.29 is the mid as of right now. You have that impulse sell-off where price took out the highs of that multi-week range, dropped, took out the lows, hit a new low here today and is bouncing. That means that 64.29 could be ahead just from a near-term basis. So that's another point to $1.15 more, $1.20 more of upside that we could see ahead. Once we have that key range, it could give us very good boundaries here for the next move. Again, overall, this thing remains in an uptrending fashion here, so we could be looking at another push back towards 68 and beyond. All right, let's take a look lastly at Gold futures. Gold right now up about 1/3%. This one remains on a bullish path. We talked about resistance at 1875 and how it's the top of market structure there for the near term here. In pushing through that zone and perhaps even making it support, again, it just opens the door to more upside toward that 1960 target up above. So gold remains very bullish. It has been the most bullish since we called it as a buy at the beginning of the new quarter of the year, the second quarter of the year, and also the beginning of the month of April. It's been a runaway train here, continuing to overcome key market structure levels ahead. So right now, again, even any pullback as deep as 1840, 1850 could still be a continuation toward 1960 up ahead. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well, happy Friday. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.